Okay, so now we are going to first of all take a look at the timeline. You see this over down here. Now, your timeline may not look like this. You may need to zoom in or out, and this is how you do it. You see this little slider down here on the bottom? It's got these circles. I want you to click on one of the circles, and if you drag it back and forth, you'll notice you can zoom in on the timeline. The other thing you can do is you can pick the zoom tool. That's the letter Z. The letter Z, that's this guy right down here in the tools. And you'll notice it has a plus sign. I can click on it and it zooms in. If I hold down the Option key, it turns to a minus sign and it zooms out. You can also even grab and draw a box around the area you wish to zoom in on. And there we go. So that's how you can zoom in on different parts. Okay, so now, in order to move stuff around though, you need the move tool. And that's this tool right here. And you'll see that the shortcut is the letter V, move. Okay. I also want you to make sure that you have this little snap turned on. Okay. And you will actually, you're not going to need any of the other things turned on right now, although insert and overwrite sequences as nests or individual clips, that should be turned on, but probably is already. Alright, so while we're here, let's put our playhead at the end, because we're going to want shot 7 to go right here. So you click and activate the timeline and press the down arrow, and it goes automatically to the very end right there. That's kind of nice. Alright, let's find shot 7. So I'm going to click over here in the project window, okay, and go Shift apostrophe. That lets me see all of my clips. I can see that shot 7 is this one, and this one. If I want to pick all of them at once, I click on the last guy, I hold down the Shift key, and I click on the first one. See how it's picked everything in between? And then I'm going to drag them and put them up here. So that way I'm working in order right there. Now, I happen to know that the best take is actually take 1. So I'm going to double click on it, and I want to get to the point where the director says action, and then the actor starts acting. Alright, before he says his words, I'm going to back up, and I'm going to actually give a little bit of, they've got some awkward silence, and for these guys, Bobby John isn't really that animated, so I'm actually going to make him even more awkward by putting in a bit of awkward silence right there. So they just seem kind of, it's just a strange conversation. So that's the way I'm going to edit it. I'm going to make my I for in, and then hit the space bar.
The itching is unbelievable. I went to the doctor to see if it was contagious, and he said,
Cut. There. Right there is when I hit the space bar and I stop. I'm hitting O for out. Now, I'm going to drag this clip across to here. I can pick a whole bunch of different things, but the two things that you really care about are insert and overwrite. Now, right now, because my playhead is on the end, it really doesn't matter which one I pick. But if my playhead was in the middle, insert would push everything over and split this clip in half. If I picked overwrite and the playhead was in the middle, it would go over top of everything. So you have to be aware of that. Overwrite will delete stuff, insert will push everything over. So I'm just going to pick insert right now. And there we go. I'm going to zoom out. So now you can see that I've got the two clips right here. Okay. And I'm going to have a look. He's talking, he's talking.
The itching is unbelievable. I went to the doctor to see if it was contagious, and he said,
Alright, that's where we're going to put ring ring and show the phone. Okay, now, in order to show some time has passed, sometimes you're going to want to put in a cross dissolve. And I want you guys to learn how to do that. So go over to Effects, and we'll click on Effects. Then down here it says Video Transitions. Open that by clicking on this little arrow guy right there. Good. Scroll to the bottom, and you will see, actually I said to the bottom, but it's actually just the second one. Open up Dissolve, and you'll see Cross Dissolve. Now, Cross Dissolve has a little blue outline on it because it's telling you that it's actually the default. But you can pick whichever one you want. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to drag it in between these two. See, now I can put it at the beginning of only this clip. I can put it at the end of the first clip. Or I can put it smack dab in the middle, right there. That's where I want it. And then watch what happens.
The itching is unbelievable.
See? So a cross dissolve shows that time has changed. Time has happened. If you want to change these guys, and let's zoom in a little bit. If you want to lengthen it, you can just click on it. You grab this guy and you drag it out, make it longer, or make it much shorter. Now you have to watch out when you do a cross dissolve, because if you don't have enough footage at the end, then or at the beginning of a clip, then it does some funky things and maybe shows your slate or whatever. So you do have to be careful after you put in a cross dissolve that you actually watch what it does. If you've got some red up here in the timeline, it means that you need to actually render some of your video. It usually won't happen on something like a cross dissolve or so. Rendering just means you need that Premiere Pro wants you to redraw it, and you can just redraw it by going up here and say render into out, and then it will redraw all of the frames in here. And if you're finding just that your video is going slowly, you might just want to redraw it. See how it's turning green right here? Yeah, and so that means that it's fine. It's redrawing it, and that's good. There it is. It goes nice and slow. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to go and insert video clips 10, 15, and 20. So we've got the basic script that's of the 5 shots that are in there, and then I'll show you what else we need to do. See you there.